I'm going to show you how to make these super cute cake toppers and give you some wood burning tips and tricks along the way. All you need are 3 wood slices, 3 dowels, and glue. Just make sure that your dowels are thinner than the thickness of your wood slices. Your first step is to drill the holes. I am using a drill bit that is exactly the same size as my wooden dowel to drill in just a little bit. You want it to be maybe about 1/2 inch deep, just to make sure it has some good solid grip to hold on to when it's glued. It's important to make sure that your dowel actually fits. Since my drill bit was the same exact size as my dowel, I found it was really a little too snug. So I took sandpaper to the outside of my dowel, just the very top, and then it fit just fine. Once you're sure that your dowel fits, it's time to add the glue. I used some hot glue here, but if you wanted something more sturdy, you could certainly use wood glue. You just need to make sure that you let it sit long enough for the glue to actually dry. Now that the toppers are made, it's time to sand down the faces and then trace on your pattern. I've got a video with my top 3 favorite ways to transfer a pattern. Feel free to go check that out. I'll link to that here for you. When you're ready to burn, I typically like to start at a medium heat. I'm using a Colwood Detailer in this, but pretty much any burner will do. This one is a wire nib burner, and I'm using a ballpoint tip, which is actually a pretty popular tip for lettering. I usually use the writing tip. That's actually my favorite one for lettering, but the ballpoint is very good. If you're using a solid point burner, one of those that's like a soldering iron style, I would recommend the flow point tip or the mini flow point. Also, when I am going across these letters, you'll see that sometimes I have to fight the grain a little bit. So I like to go over it back and forth, right and left. Sometimes I start back over just a little bit. That helps to smooth it out so that the texture is not so lumpy and it looks like a much cleaner burn. You might have also noticed that I'm thickening up the lines as I go. You do not have to do that. It's just that I wanted these to be a little bit thicker since they were going to be on a cake for a wedding, and I wanted people to be able to see it from a distance. And sometimes those real crisp, thin lines are a little harder to see. So I just widened these a little bit on either side just to thicken them up a little. When you are finished burning, I would recommend using something like a butcher block oil or some other food safe oil to finish these off. If this video was helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to head over to burnsavvy.com for more wood burning tips, tricks, and projects. I'll see you there. Later, Pyro.